MMR exhibits, propagates, and gives a new era and new dimensions to this. Friends, Mahatma Gandhi also told the same thing. The earth, the air, the water is not given by my forefathers. It is the loan we have taken from our children, and we must return them in the same fashion, in the same way as we have taken it to us. We have not inherited like that. So it is our responsibility to keep the environment clean. It is our responsibility to keep the planet perfect. But how to do it? If there is industrialization, if there is a Make in India, there is everything to go, GDP to grow, at national manufacturing policy 2011 says, this is my GDP. 100 million jobs has to be created. That means there has to be industrialization. If industrialization is there is bound to be carbon dioxide emission. How to arrest it? It could be arrested because new technologies, new dimensions, new thoughts, and that should be might in action and might in thoughts, and that must be to the services to the humankind. But that's why the foundry industries, which is going to emit carbon dioxide, how to arrest it. This could be done by another side. There is a principle. I will not take much of your time because whatever I have circulated a paper to you, this you can read it. But my friend Dr. Vyas, who is a steel chair from the University of Baroda, he will be speaking also for a few minutes. So I will not go into the nitty-gritty and the technicality of the subject. What I am trying to tell you that today, the steel 300 million tons by 2025. Somebody has given this slogan. But if you see today steel production is how much? It is around 70 to 80 million tons. If we have to do 2025, by that we have to have a 300 million tons. Think what will be the intensity of the electricity. From this electricity is coming from where? This electricity is generated by fossil fuel. If the fossil fuel is used, then 1 kWh is how much carbon dioxide emission is to be there. Therefore, it will be important and pertinent that we must have the energy efficient technology. Dr. Rastogi was telling about National Action Plan on Climate Change. This was launched in 2008, in June 30th. I had a privilege to go to University of Bath in England and to propagate the direction given on 8 missions in the National Action Plan on Climate Change. One of the important missions in that enhanced energy efficiency, enhancing energy efficiency. And for that government has taken a bold step by 2010 that yes, we must push money and they perform, achieve and trade. VAT has come into existence. There has to be designated consumer. Then they will be benefited by industrialization. If you go, produce more, make more so that employment is there. But fact remains is this, that we have to take care of the carbon dioxide emission to the extent COC emission. As everyone knows that carbon dioxide in the steel industry is maximum. It goes to 4.5% of the total globally. You can understand what is the situation. India and China. These are the two countries which the countries are going for manufacturing of metal industries. When Paresh was talking to me, he was telling me some subject he has got. I told, you know, you give me a subject where there is a manufacturing competence. If you use energy efficiency, 2 things are very important. One is the reduction of carbon dioxide. Another thing, once you reduce the consumption of energy, your cost competitiveness is also going. So you see how big advantage it is going to be there. And this is Dr. Rastogi has talked much on the subject. I will not take your time on that, but fact is this. Today we talk of a green foundry. Today we talk of metal recycling. I'm just giving you an example of metal recycling, aluminum. Today what happens, if you use bauxite, and generate, you make out of it aluminum, and Dr. Sundaramurthy from aluminum sector is here. He will understand that 18,000 kWh is required for making from bauxite, and lot of pollution is there. But if you import the aluminum scrap, the kWh is only 600 kWh. This I am advocating to many places in the government, that you are not importing the scrap. You are importing free of cost the energy bank. The what is energy saved is here. That is how we have to utilize metal recycling. Today all of you may be from foundry industries or not even foundry industries, but fact is this, the electricity is very important. Fact is this, the power is very important. Fact is this, every place the electricity is required. People say when you leave office, for office, you have 3 C. First is the moment you go office, you on the AC, then you start PC, then you start CC, that is cellular telephone. But all these requires electricity. Can we work without electricity? The question. So we have to use the energy efficient technology, energy things, and energy efficiency foundry. Lot of scope has been given into this by the government. A lot of promotions are being made. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, this is also for this keeping the environment clean. Environmental consideration is important, but with this environmental consideration, social consideration is very important. When Dr. Sundaramurthy was telling that some doctors were there in the foundry and he was inspecting that how the health of these people are there. Then told that they are very good health. I do not know what was the consideration, because he wanted to please the Malik or he wanted to do it. But fact is that I am from a steel plant, I worked. The emission in the form of the micron of the iron which goes on the top, when it comes down, the nearby the workers are staying in Chopadi, they are getting tuberculosis. We may make money, but we must see how much we can do. Friends, because Dr. Vyas will be speaking, in conclusion, let me again look at that Mahatma Gandhi has said, earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. This is what Mahatma Gandhi said. So these are the 2 great personalities which I am remembering today. Swami Vivekananda at one hand, Mahatma Gandhi on this hand, and let the resolutions from this seminar on the casting greening future of India, future for the generations, future for the country, and future forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I must thank the organizers, and especially Madam and Paresh. Paresh has been very meticulous in inviting and the people, and that's why you had a wonderful attendance. I must thank, I express my deep sense of gratitude for the opportunity given to me. I once again thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.